Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Sunday Night Takeaway Show, and it's episode 32. Hope you've had a good weekend. For some of us, it's been good results, and some of us, we're just kind of sitting on the fence, and we'll take it from there and that. So, as usual, I'm joined from, the great panelists with me on the show for tonight, and as usual, we've got some great people in the chat. So I'm going to start with Fuzz, as you had the best game so far. How you doing, mate? How's your weekend been?
It's going all right. Sorry, Pepsi Pack, but I've committed a war crime in the land of Pepsi Pack. I'm wearing a Coca-Cola shirt. I'm drinking Pepsi, but I'm sort of, I'm on both sides of the war in this one. So sorry, Pepsi, but something I'm not sorry for is Man United winning a game of football, and a scoreline that I think could have been a very different scoreline if not for or different proceedings in the first half hour about game. But yeah, outside of that, controlled it very well after the first 30 minutes and saw home the result. So 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet. Can't go wrong with that, but I've still got question marks there, to be fair. Yeah. Still question marks.
Anthony, how's your weekend been?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Had a good game of football over this weekend. Been out, had a few beers. Had a few beers today watching the North London Derby, and enjoyed that game. And I just want to see big up to Fuzz's team winning 3-0. That was a shocker. But I will say, personally, I think with Aaron Ramsdale going to Southampton, I think that's the biggest mistake of his career.
Yeah, great.
And last but not least, evening, Jez. How's your weekend been? And so you've been a busy man this weekend.
Oh, mate, yeah. No, great weekend. Yeah, great weekend. Sadly, I didn't see a lot of football yesterday. I was out on the boat fishing with my mate, which was an absolute bloody waste of time because we went out to the mark we wanted to go to, and there was 2 other boats there, and there's not enough room, so we pissed off to another place and caught basically jack shit. But there you go. Great result today. Loved it. Not a great game at all. But we walked out of White Hart Lane 3 points the better, and stuck it on the spuds as we always do, and loved it.
Good stuff. Just so you catch up with the chat here now. It's obviously Trip saying these guys not even 40 minutes early. Is that too much to ask? Well, Trip, we try our best to get you on time, but things happen. And evening, Henry, in Swallow Zone, Jurgen Klopp, and obviously saying about Tony's drowning his stories about West Ham's game. What Fuzzy's laughing all the way to the Champions League, not, and Anthony thinks he's playing with his tracker. King McKill, never in doubt. Non-believers trust the process and hold my cigarette. Look at that, smoker, not old fag. Eating Pepsi, happy Sunday. What a glorious Sunday it's been. Hashtag 3 Point Lane. So like we
wasn't quite the 5-2 though, unfortunately.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, wasn't that? Yeah. And evening to Paddy as well. Evening, folks. Evening to you as well. Hope you had a good result. Not a bad result for you guys. Or would you say no to that? I don't know. Evening, where's Herbert? He must be in out with Anthony because he's on the Bournemouth side tonight. He's actually been out with you as well, then.
Oh, on the cider. I didn't drink it. I
had pineapple and strawberry cider the other day, and it was great. Arsenal fan tie to 2015 late. Yeah, we was a little bit late, but we make up for that, don't we? As always. Exactly, Jez. I was going to say that.
The later you are, the greater you are.
Yeah. I have to apologise because I did wonder why no one was coming onto the panel and that, and then I realised I was on the good and the bad, the ugly stream, and wondering no one was joining me. So then I realised, oh shit, better come. So I made up for it.
Got to abandon the Sunday show, but just skip straight to the Wednesday show.
Nice move. Nice move.
Everything, Ty, I hope you're good as well, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, all good, thank you. And there's Aces in there, as always. Good evening, Aces. Big up the panel and the chat, Mr. Joshy J. Good show you did the other night, Mr. Joshy J. Enjoyed that one. And as always, our friend from Lexington, Kentucky, Lawrence Watkins. Good afternoon to you as well, Lawrence. Hope you well. Hope you were pleased with our result. And they're just saying hello to each other as well. There's something I want to show you in a minute. It was the myth of the season, but we'll come up to that. Let me just step in the chat first of all. Evening to the assembled. I'd be keeping well. Even gents in the chat room. Evening to Luke as well. Adding up the Rovers and City both lost 3-0. Blackburn Rovers and 4-0 to Wigan. Ooh, not bad. Evening, Joe. Hope you're well. Liked and shared. Thank you very much as always. Big ups there. And to Rob Michael, most Arsenal fans now think Arsenal win the title. Delusional. Big up to Colin and his new channel, the Two Sides of the Pitch podcast. Great job, fellas. Working so I can only listen, but just wanted to say hi and I hope everyone is staying well. Even the Arsenal gents. They're doing very well, Colin. Thanks for coming in, mate. Evening, Steve. Open all. Evening. Preparing for the carnage next weekend. Oh, yes, of course. Got the that City game coming up. I'll take what I said about the Arsenal, Jez. Absolutely. Yes, I did, Joe, and it was quite funny, actually. I like that. And let's just say hello to King Mikel. When is King Mikel going to get the realisation? Oh, shite. Big up to Todd as well. Big up Todd Burge. Everyone up okay. Guy Flick, I'm red on at the moment. Good evening, Colin. Hope you're well, mate. Colin Chilvers. Good evening, everyone on the panel and in the chat. And as always, evening to the wonderful, delightful Mama Flossie, the best mod on the planet. So yeah. Blood Orange Cider. Yeah, that's not a bad one either as well.
I had that last night. Thatcher's Blood Orange Cider for the very first time. And it was all right, but I said, it tastes like fucking Lucasy.
It is Lucasy.
It tastes like fucking Lucasy. I said, this is crap. So, it was all right, but, you know, I just drank a pint of it and that was it. I couldn't drink any bloody more than that. Stop that. Sweet.
What was the so-called non-alcohol? Was it hooch? Wasn't it? That had a bit of alcohol in it, wasn't it?
Hooch.
Hooch.
Oh, don't see that. Bloody you want to try that, you get pissed on hooch.
170 Gunner, big up Jez. Did you watch the Lee Gunner's epic rant? He's asking you.
No, I'll catch you later, mate. I've been tarting around everybody else's channel. I've been a complete tart today. So I'll catch you later, man.
Big up Brian CFC and it's in the chat as well. He's saying not a bad result for the Chelsea. He was only one on. Yeah, big up to Aguna Matata. Big up the panel on the chat. Big up to yourself as well, mate. Where's the cockle tonight? Unfortunately, he's not well, and that's genuine. Not kind of getting out of it. He's not feeling too good. But I did actually meet him on Friday. I went to an award ceremony, and believe it or not, I actually bumped into Jose and we had a good old chat. So it was good to actually meet him actually for real. Lotsman, Evansville, Indiana. We should meet up for the derby. Sounds good to them two to get together. Good, like secured as always. Thank you very much, Brian. He big up the Ross, big up John Cena and the crew. Arsenal great, Aaron. Great show you did earlier on, mate. Really glad you got your first one under your belt. First of many, as I said to you, mate. Big quality panel on the chat.
Big ups, Aaron.
Smash some likes, don't be wrong. And absolutely. And of course, good old friend Lenny Moon. Good evening, brothers. Hope you're keeping well, Lenny. Yeah, West Ham Chelsea on Saturday afternoon. That's going to be the game. I'm going to try that. It's going to go at the moment because we'll talk about how they are. I'm Mohamed Salah. Okay. I did ask him. I don't know if he's been on the drink. It could be that. I also asked Uncle Rod, but of course he won't having it. AFC always big up to yourself, Tony Hot Fuzz, Jez, Anthony, big up. Steve saying, I think we should have sent Stu check to Forest and kept Jane Ward-Prowse. Yeah, it wasn't great. I must admit, seeing the highlights. Rob Michael saying, easiest money level alone is to back Man City for the title again. 100% on that one.
Knowing my luck, me placing a bet on Manchester City will be the reason why they lose the title. Nothing more to it than that.
Evening, Richard Herbert. Evening, lads. I hope all is good. I believe I had a few scores right this weekend. You did indeed. You've not done bad at all, Richard. I've been looking at some of your scores, mate. I'm just doing them at the moment. Looking very well. Paddy said, I thought Arsenal did well to win the dirty today. We'll talk about that because I thought there was a decision that might have upended that. And evening to Christian Knight. Hope you hello everyone. Hope you're doing well, Christian. Thanks for coming in as always. Yeah, Colin, that's good. Rob Mock saying jealous that West Ham have won a European title much more recently than Arsenal. Disgraceful.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like to remind Jez, but I might do a bit later. I don't remind him. Big up DJ Crane. Big up the panel in the chat. Haaland, 99 goals in 103 Man City games. Just ridiculous. The man's he's actually, yes, of course. Then there's this as well, isn't there? Yeah. The 115 charges starts tomorrow. Completely utterly waste of time, you say, Aces.
Yeah, it is.
Going to end up being a big waste of time. Yeah.
And we're saying it's theirs to lose once FFP are finished. If there's anything for FFP to take from cheating City, that's true. Looking well, Tone. Thanks. Better than my brother, I say. Big up to ASG as well. Big up the panel. It's going to be another interesting battle again, Jez. City fan, good luck.
No, it's not going to be a battle, mate, ASG. It's no battle at all, mate. You're going to walk it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, they're looking too strong at the moment. Mark was saying, evening, gents. Will Haaland break 50 Prem goals this season? Oof. I think he's got a good chance at the moment.
It's already nearly he's nearly already a fifth of the way there. He's one goal off being 1/5 of the way there.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, if he didn't score one more goal, that would have been 3 hat-tricks in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? And I think he's now with Alvarez that he's gone to Atletico Madrid. It's easy for him now. So, he's going to be obviously up there scoring lots of goals. I mean, fair play to him. The guy's a bloody machine. You know what I mean? There was talks that I think was it his uncle that passed away, and it was 50-50 whether he was going to play in the game on the weekend. But obviously, he did score 2 goals in that. But I mean, I think he dedicated it to this guy who knew his uncle that game and his goals and scores. I mean, fair play to him.
But you're right what you're saying, mate. He's just a beast at the moment. He's absolutely on fire. And I can't see anything that's going to stop him, bar an injury. I think that's about it.
Do you know what he reminds me of? Do you know that film, the Rocky film, and he has to fight that Russian guy?
Oh, Drago. Yeah, Ivan Drago.
And he's like just like mental, isn't he? He's like, take your head off. That reminds me of Haaland.
Wow.
Right? He's just unstoppable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's tall, he's big, he's ruthless. That's what. Unbelievable player, man. We at Arsenal could have had him.
Yeah, that's love one you let go, Jez.
Yep, 5 years ago we could have bought him.
Yeah.
I think if you look at him this season, what he's got about him is, I think I've mentioned it before on our show, is he's got a smile on his face, and I think that makes a big difference as well.
Yeah,
you can see he's actually enjoying it.
Yeah, if that was 5 years ago, Jez, that would have been what was that? Unai Emery would have had it, wanted him then. It wouldn't. I'd say it would have been. Yeah,
Unai Emery. Yeah, but Arsenal didn't want him. Didn't buy him.
Big up to the Sideline Football Show as well. If you get the chance to go and see his channel as well, please give him a share, like, and subscribe. As always, we're content creators. Make sure we go and share, like, and subscribe to these channels as well. Do some great work as always. Big up to DJ Frisky D, Gabriel, Saliba, and Timber were superb today. Ray was fantastic. That backline is special. Ray, I think he pulled up some good saves again today.
Yeah,
kept it nice and easy. Jorginho's acceleration of a fully loaded tractor.
Yeah.
No, I disagree with that. I thought he was quite quiet in the game today, Jorginho. Partey was a little bit quiet as well, and also I got, even though he perked up about the last 25, 30 minutes of the game, I thought Ben White. There were spells in that game where Ben White I thought was quite quiet. So, but listen, I mean, we went there, we've done a job, but I mean, I sod it. Let's go on to it. Do you want me to start on the game?
We're going to come to the games in a minute. I just want to catch up the chat, and I'm going to show you this video first of all. In there, so let me evening to Vic Leffier as well. Even Jensen all in the chat, saying they're all saying like each other. I'll definitely be scoring at least 2 or more against Fortetta. And Silent Football Show saying early doors and a hot fuzz. Send you the bill. I smashed the like button and broke my cell phone screen. Apologies, my friends. Make sure it's not too serious. Let me just show this bit. I can share you this thing here. This was quite amazing, really.
Oh, and he didn't have time to subscribe to Jez's channel and like it on there as well. Is that what you're saying? Early doors and fuzzy.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? Because he's
Hash brown, buffalo sauce. Too tall for adverts.
James
Fucking efforts, getting it. No.
Listen.
Well, watch this is the Derby game. Isn't it?
Oh, I seen this. Bloody hell, what a mess.
Oh my god! The goalkeeper's on the floor. He's just like, oh my god, no.
Oh,
Guys,
how bad must you feel?
He must feel like he's just had his contract ripped up, because he probably has.
he could have got another 2 yards there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, so clean through, and you can miss a chance like that.
No.
So let's talk about the first, our first panelist, obviously Fuzzy. Talk about your games. Did you expect the result of the Man United game?
Not necessarily 3-0, but I suppose if you were to say a comfortable scoreline, then maybe 3-0 is the sort of thing that you do tend to go with, considering that, being Man United's case, we struggle to score goals. Like we barely surpassed 4 goals under any game under Ten Hag. So I think going for crazy scored lines, I think is out of the equation. And my prediction was set at about 2-1 because I thought Southampton, they'll exploit the weaknesses that we have, and off the back of a Liverpool result, I feel like there's not quite the sort of mentality bounce back ability that this team has, because I think we're sort of at the point now where it's just like heads drop if you go through a big negative result like that. So I wasn't really coming into this game with any expectation, thinking there's absolutely no chance that we're gonna walk away with this game, or run away with it. But it could have very well been that sort of very closely, tightly contested game had Archer not scuffed his penalty. Because I mean, he's picked a side, but he's not hit it with any power or conviction. And Arna makes it quite a fairly easy save, parries it back out to Archer, and follows it up with quite a flaccid header, not really any power behind it. So Southampton are probably thinking there was probably the biggest opportunity that we're going to get in the first half. Gone flushed down the toilet, but yeah, once we sort of got into the rhythm, that's when the chances came, and thankfully we took advantage of players not marking our centre backs in the box. Good delivery into De Ligt, and a well directed header with Ramsdale going the wrong way. And then a follow-up shot, which I thought was a little bit it was a weird goal, Rashford's one, because it was low altitude, low pace, low power, just a little tiny bit of spin on it. and it just creeps in. It's gone through a sea of players, and I think Ramsdale must have seen it really, really late or something, because he got down and he covered where the ball trajectory was, but he didn't get down in time. But that goal's definitely had given Rashford some confidence in the game. So he started taking a few more pop shots that were testing the goalkeeper, and sort of good for him. But at the same time, our wingers and shooting from about 100 yards out or from their own half seemingly is a common theme with this team, especially last season. So though he's got his confidence a little bit, I think there's ups and downs to that, especially with our wingers. But I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from the right hand side from the team though. Like the Ahmad's Diallo performances, keeps you on the edge of your seat a lot of the times. Mazraoui working really well down the right hand side, and even with Diogo Dalot, not really special performance at all on the left hand side. When Mazraoui goes off and Dalot moves over to the right, Dalot's work rate increases on the attacking front. He starts overlapping every chance he gets, and that's where the third goal came from. Casemiro, nicely well weighted pass into the space. God only knows what Southampton's right back was doing, because he was miles behind everybody else in the box. Like he was just strolling around like, wait, what's going on? Literally, the defensive line is like pressing out into the to roughly where, like, just behind where the penalty spot is, and this guy's practically holding hands with Aaron Ramsdale. I'm like, why are you that deep? So Dalot's basically got the easiest job in the world to play it into two unmarked players in the middle, and Garnacho gets a hold of it and just pile drives it into the roof of the net. And fair plays. I mean, Garnacho definitely sorting the wounds after getting one of their centre backs sent off. God only knows what he was thinking with that challenge. Completely unnecessary sliding tackle, feet off the ground, and his studs going in at knee height. Don't know what he was thinking with that. So, but yeah, I think tactically, big question marks. And I think it was, individual brilliance, I think, has turned up in this game. And you did see quite a few pieces of technical brilliance as well. So credit to the players that definitely, worked hard and carried that performance. Tactically, it's it's same old, because again, midfield easily overrun. Kobbie Mainoo on his own, Christian Eriksen being his partner, is disappeared up the pitch. There's no support structure, no help, no nothing. Kobbie Mainoo, you're on your own, mate. And it's Southampton, so we got away with it. Against any better team, Crystal Palace perhaps, they'll punish that. So the team has got to improve. And again, one more thing, Manuel Ugarte, starting from the bench, this man's been fully fit and training, playing, match sharpness over the international break, and apparently, benched. Paid £60 million for the guy. Hold that bench.
Big up, man.
I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. Big ups to the Sideline Football Show. Thanks for subscribing, man. But yeah, there are quite big positives to take away from the result. But again, there's plenty of things that carry over from previous results this season, and the managerial front, which I've got big concerns about.
Yeah, because I think we've talked this before. You're kind of similar to us in certain respects. One win, one loss, one win, one loss, and this doesn't. It just papers over the cracks, doesn't it? This time. So yeah. I'm going to come to our game in a minute, and there's a comment from Colin Chilvers I'm going to put up there because it's quite significant, really. Anthony, you said about Ramsdale going to Southampton. Were some of the goals preventable?
Trouble is, I don't know. I don't think it was, no, because I watched the goals, seen it on Match of the Day and that. I just feel it's like what I said. I think it's the biggest mistake of Ramsdale's career to go to Southampton. I mean, they haven't really bought anybody, have they? Really, let's be honest. They're still at that. They're a championship team in the Premier League, and obviously Ramsdale's their best player. So if you've got a weak defence in front of you, I mean, that's what makes a good goalkeeper is having a good solid unit in front of you. Unfortunately, Ramsdale hasn't got that. I thought he probably would have looked into it more before actually signing for them, but no. I think personally, I think fair play to Man United winning 3-0. I had them down as 2-1 winners, but I think this could be a making of, with Man United is win or bust for them now. They've had a good 3-0 win, and if they can prove, keep doing that into the other games coming up throughout this season, I mean, fair enough. But there's people saying that they reckon they'll finish fourth. Man United still got a chance of finishing top 4. They most probably have, but they just got to work hard at it at the minute. I mean, obviously they're saying Erik ten Hag could be the first manager, right? But I look at him compared to our manager. I know the results in the Premier League hasn't been that great of Man United, but regarding the wins of trophies, 2 trophies so far going into the 3rd season, that's not that bad. I mean, unfortunately, in Jez, we can't say that about our manager, about any trophies. So, no. I mean, fair shake to them. 3-0, good win. But I do feel it was a mistake from Ramsdale going there. He couldn't help any of those goals, personally, in my opinion. He couldn't.
I mean, you see much of the game yourself, Jez, on that one? Do you agree on that in his comments?
No, I only saw the highlights, mate. On Match of the Day, so I don't really get it all. I'm just going to say, Sideline Football Show. I've just subbed back to you, my friend. I think it's a mistake Ramsdale going back there.
Yeah,
I do. Well, at least his dad can see him every week. So
that's true. That is
he doesn't have to be distracted by just pigeons. Now he can be distracted by seagulls too.
Yeah, well, exactly. Exactly, man. His dad used to have a chat to me. So, I unfortunately, sitting here being a neutral, I could see his career seriously regressing now. I don't want to see that. So, that's not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, I'm just going back to Ace's comment because obviously he's saying here, Villa winner last night, mint goal of the month for September. I mean, John Duran is becoming a super sub. And that goal last, you can't fault that at all. That was top draw, absolutely top draw.
I love it when I see a player actually with the technique and ability decide, you know what, I'm not going to try and walk the ball into the goal. I'm going to actually try my luck from distance, and it's not rushed anything. It's not like over the top or overzealous. They actually put a lot of care into that shot, and there's precise power, direction, quite a little bit of dip in it as well. So it's rising, but then dips just before reaching the goal, and Pickford's got absolutely nothing to do with that shot. Absolutely nothing to do with it. On his best day, Pickford is not getting close to that. It's just ridiculous, and that's proper screamers. Something you'd see in the same sort of compilation as a Matt Letizia goal in the goals compilations. Life of Riley blasting out in the background.
Totally agree on that. But I mean, before we go to the West Ham game, I mean, Everton cannot buy a win at the moment, can they? Just cannot buy a win.
That's the 2nd week running now that they've gone 2-0 up and have ended up losing 3-2.
They're in trouble, man. They're in big, big trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah. It's sad. To be honest with you, Fuzzy, it'd be a big, big shame to see them lot get booted out. I mean, they've been hanging on their fingernails for a long time now. 2 seasons. And I fear for them this season because, I've mentioned it before, 1952, second longest team in top flight football outside of Arsenal not to be
Mm.
relegated. It's a great shame, especially as they're
Mm.
moving into a new stadium very shortly.
Yeah.
So it's awkward one.
Cool. Yeah, as they say, saying there, if Southampton knocked Everton out of Carabao Cup on Tuesday, Sean Dyche P45.
It could happen, because Southampton, I mean, they've not got the most amount of quality. The way in which they've approached the game, they like to keep the ball away from the opposition and start, with quite a lot of conviction. So Everton could be in trouble early doors with that game. But yeah, I think they'll need to just ride it out with Southampton a little bit and then try and exploit quality on the break. But
Yeah. Excuse me.
Fact.
Carolyn at the bar the last second. Yeah, it's true. Going to come back to the comment that Richard also put there as well because it links in with my game. Yeah, I think Everton will go down this year, he reckons. Buzzing. Should have been relegated in 98. Balls over the line at the Bolton game. Saka is definitely injured. Okay, he weren't pulling a fast one then.
Yeah, well, that's just what we need, isn't it? Another injury. Same
Another
injury. Same ankle again. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Richard's put here, by the season so far is Smith Rowe to Fulham. What I saw yesterday, he was brilliant. He helped set up the first goal. And he was quite, he was actually kind of quite a loss, quite around a lot on the pitch as well. So for you two at the bottom there, the Arsenal guys, do you feel that's a player you should have kept?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I
Especially,
didn't know what he was thinking. Go on, Jess, go on.
well, when you look at the window that we did, right, and it was all this bullshit that after Edu came out with, be patient after the Euros and the Copa America. Well, I'm still being patient, mate. I'm still waiting. Where are they? Where are these players? Because we've let Smith Rowe go, and now look at our midfield. Look at the state of what we saw today. It's only because Spurs midfield was crap as well, and we started to play the long ball. But when you play the long ball, you need players up there to actually latch onto that long ball. So what's this tactic right now we're seeing, right? When we're defending, every player comes back. Because the times in that Spurs game today, Martinelli was playing like a left wing back. Saka was playing like a right wing back. Havertz was playing the CDM role. So who's going to latch onto the ball? Time and time again that happened because we were obviously not confident in using our midfield. We're trying to outplay Spurs' poor midfield by playing the long ball. Well, if you could do that, that's fine. I get it. But you've got to have players up there that can get the ball.
Yeah. You've got no one. Because I couldn't believe he was playing long ball. What the hell is this all about? You don't normally see you launching the ball long. So it was quite surprising today.
It's quite clear the tactic was, and Arteta's tactic was, we've got no midfield. Right? Jorginho, well, we know about him. Partey, I thought, was awful today. Absolutely bloody awful. Right? Partey, I think, missed having Rice there to link up with. Yeah? So the tactic was to play the long ball. I get that. I've seen that happen with George Graham. He used to play that tactic, right? Outplay the opposition midfield. But you can't do that, people, right, if you haven't got people to latch onto the ball. What I thought, my opinion, was awesome. I gave him my man of the match. I know Sky gave it to Gabriel. Of course they did, because he scored a goal. And quite respectfully, quite right. But you can't play a tactic if you don't have the finishing article. And we didn't have the finishing article.
No, we didn't. No.
Pointless, man. Sorry. Anyway, there we are.
No, that's fine. Let it go. Joanne saying let it go 1, Valencia 0 at the moment. Arsenal Mac, welcome into the chat. We are like Leicester or Stoke City, 35% possession, It's quite embarrassing. Well organised, defend well, nick a goal. Yeah, Timber was the boss. Conor Gallagher just scored his first goal for Atletico Madrid against Valencia. Big up to him. King Big Kill.
Yeah.
Arsenal won. Cheer up.
I'm
We feel
happy.
like a bagel. Nothing in the middle. Yeah, true. So just going back onto our game, obviously Smith Rowe got the goal here, but as Colin Chilvers says here, Tony, mate, I'm very concerned about Loppy. Doesn't seem he knows what is his best team is now. How can you play Souček as a number 10 and drop the most creative player we have in Paqueta? Really worried. Yeah, I mean, I saw an article earlier this morning, and it seems that even though Moyes has gone, we still seem to be living in the shadow of his style of football at the moment, and it is looking better. Considering all the players we've signed, we should be seeing something a bit now. Because what we now, what's his sixth game? No, not even that, is it really? We should be seeing a lot more, but at the moment, he's still picking the same stuff. And while we're playing Souček in a position when we've got more than 2 or 3 players that can play there rather than a Souček, it was. I don't know, just don't get it. I mean, the only thing you could say, the saving grace was we saw old man Ings come on and save the day. Bowen did well, keep the ball in, managed to nick it across into the 18-yard box, and then from there, Danny Ings just kind of got the equaliser. I mean, Fulham,
It's just pinged up on my thing. Ings has signed a new contract now. It's just pinged up on my phone. They're looking into him to sign a new contract.
After that goal.
Yeah. Because you're weak up front, aren't you? You've got really nobody there. I mean, who we called, Jez, I don't know if you know it, but their other striker, Futrug, I don't know what's going on with him, Tim. I'll be honest with you. Seriously.
He was supposed to be injured, apparently. Or I don't know how much I'll take that as real. But, yeah, thanks. I don't know. Why bring a forward in when you're not exactly going to even use him, really? It doesn't make sense.
No.
Evening Lone Star. Yeah, did get the job done, that's true. Loppy doing weird things. Yeah, he is indeed, Oregon. It is a bit weird at the moment. I don't know. I understand giving the old guard a chance, but really now, if you don't know what your team's like, then as much as we were hoping to see something exciting, it's not looking that way at the moment. We're looking at, as I said to Fuzzy earlier on, we're definitely doing the one thing: losing, winning, losing, winning. We're drawing. It's not good for the West Ham at the moment. So, I mean, early days still. Don't get me wrong. Things could change. I mean, what do you guys make of the West Ham situation with this new manager?
Well, I think, sorry, guys.
Oh, you touched on it, Tim. It's like, when you get a new manager in, obviously you sacked Moisey, but it's only like 4 games gone into the season. So obviously, when you see that with Moisey, his tactics, he suddenly starts creeping in, don't they? You said it yourselves through the game, and I've noticed it as well. But in all fairness, I think this manager, that will soon gradually come out. That soon phase out, and then you start playing Lopatelli's, its style of play. But yeah, I mean, I really, if I was a West Ham fan, I'd be worried about that. The comment that was in there, obviously about Paqueta, obviously in the middle. But the other guy, he's not really doing it, really, to be honest with you. I think he I don't know what it is. Sometimes he's in the game, and sometimes he's not. He's not in the game, is he? So I'm only just going on the highlights that I saw this weekend of your game. But yeah, if it was me, I'd be Paqueta in that midfield. I mean, you haven't really got a creative player in the middle of the midfield apart from Paqueta, in my opinion. So I like to see more Somerville. Obviously out on the wicket, definitely. But
that's the other one as well. Yeah, I mean, not being funny is someone put on the thing that we signed Luis Guilherme for 25 million, and he's not exactly getting much of a chance either, really. Aces, when European spots are mathematically impossible, West Ham board will sack manager. Quite an interesting shout there. Yeah, because he's only on a 2-year contract. I think, obviously, Europe is the remit. If he can get that, I think it'll be extended by another year. But if he doesn't do that, not a bad shout, Aces. Not a bad shout. I mean, Jez, what you make of Lopetegui, these kind of choices he's making at the moment at West Ham?
Well, I don't know, mate. I'm not overly confident. I think that you could be heading down a rabbit hole, personally. Not convinced. And that comment you just put up there could be very important. But when it's mathematically impossible, West Ham will sack the I can see that, because at the end of the day, unless you actually go on a decent run in a cup, right? Yeah, then I think you're going to be in trouble. I don't mean you're going to get relegated. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. You've but you've got to challenge another more silverware, and I'm not convinced right now. What I'm seeing, I can only go by what match of the day. And
Yeah.
So I would be, if I was a West Ham fan right now, I'd be a little bit concerned.
Yeah. Big up Chris as well. Big up Tony in the panel for second half for Spurs today. Yeah, it wasn't great, mate, was it? That's for sure. Let me just come on to this one. So, yeah, I mean, sorry, not this one. Matt saying, if Loppy isn't the answer, who the heck is? This is an interesting thing. I mean, look, I know we're kind of saying this early. Hopefully, we'll start to see some changes. I mean, we need to now, because obviously, as you said there, Jez, when the board has backed this manager, they've given him money to bowl these players. So why we're not seeing him being bledded in? I know there's got a cup coming up. That's when you want to see a bit more of a chance. But really, if he doesn't do it, then who else is there? I mean, for us, you're not exactly we're going to go for a big man. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Southgate.
Would you go for Marino?
There was a rumor one time that he was kind of banded around. The problem with him, though, as always, it's all about money with him. And if the money's not there, then you're not really going to see much of him, are you?
No. Trouble is with Jose Mourinho, he'll want about 15 million a year in wages. That's the only problem. And West Ham won't pay that for a manager, in all fairness. So, in all fairness, I think someone like a Graham Potter would do well. I think that the team you've got there, I think that's designed for Potter to come in, take charge, and I think he'll get you a few good results. If Lopetegui don't do well, that's it.
I have a solution. Take Arteta and Arsenal get Allegri or Simeone or Inzaghi. There you go. Job done.
I'm 100% Jez. Yeah. Ignore what I said. Agree with Jez.
We're 43 minutes into the show, and that we're ending it now, kind of thing. The two Arsenal guys can go. No, I'm joking. Henry said Frank Lampard Senior, maybe. Matt, God, Jesus, no way, no. ASG saying West Ham should be challenging for top four with them players they have. Exactly. This, and like I said to you, don't get me wrong, it's still early. It's very early at the moment. We're going to. Well, I'm sure we're going to see some changes coming on, and hopefully we'll see. I mean, I'm agree with Anthony. Somerville. Why get someone that was player of the season for Leeds, and we're not exactly giving them a chance yet? I know we're still sticking with Tony up top. If say Fulkrug should be given a chance. If you're not going to do him, at least put Kudos up there at least. Pack out the midfield area. We've still got options on both sides of the wings with Bowen and Somerville. The attack is there. Defence-wise, I don't think there was anything wrong with some of the, with the goal we conceded. It is where it was lost in the first place, really. That's what I always look at. I used to say 10 hard to replace Lopetegui. Super high. Low Star saying, give the West Ham manager a chance. Judge him after 15 to 20 games. Of course, absolutely. I mean, you've got to do, you've got to see what you can do. Potter Ace is saying as well. Matt saying, no way, don't him back at West Ham the way he disrespected us at Henry Baker. Yeah. Okay, we're just offering suggestions, Matt. Yeah. Matt saying, I will go out for Eddie Howe, just get him in. Not a bad shout at all. Not bad at at all. And but Mama Flossie's already said, hands off, Matt.
Do you reckon you'd get him?
No.
Well, it's
I
still
think-
early days, guys.
Yeah, it's still the early days. I mean, like I say, I'm not saying it's going to happen, Jez, but I think it's a good shout what you just said there. I think the only way you'd get hold of Eddie Howe if things start to go wrong at Newcastle, and his days are numbered.
Maybe, but I can see him being the next England manager. Because Lee Carsley ain't going to be the full-time England manager. They'll want somebody in.
It's Lee Carsley, mate. He ain't going nowhere. It's Lee Carsley, man. He's the next England manager.
Yeah,
He ain't going nowhere. Look, remember when we had Gareth Southgate coming as temporary manager? Remember that?
yes, yeah. Look what happened there.
Yeah, and then next thing we know, he's the manager of England. Lee Carsley's going to be England manager. Don't worry about that. He's going to be here for the next 2 years.
No, of course.
The thing is, I don't think there's going to be major problems at Newcastle. The way they're settled, they've got a good team. They've got a good manager there. I just wonder whether. I mean, I think it's just too. I think we're talking too early, boys. I think,
Yeah. I mean, it's doom and gloom, Jez. Because obviously a couple of results there. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it'll be the case of that'll happen. You're right. It is too early. Way too early.
Yeah. And with Lopetegui, he won't get sacked. He's the sort of manager. He's seen it at Wolves. He'll go before he's sacked. Definitely.
Well, this time he's been back though, Anthony. There's a difference. So he's got.
Yeah.
He can't use that excuse there, can he? That's for sure.
No.
He can't do that. Colin's saying, Tony, if he did not want to play Paqueta, he could have played Kudos or Sola. Yeah, exactly. Don't want Potter, but we'll take Simeone. Not a bad shout. We'll get better than that one.
No, get your hands off Simeone, mate.
A simple Budgie number one choice. Yeah, Budgie. Get Budgie as manager.
Yeah,
Totally.
Him and Kieran. What part of London is London? In West Ham. Yeah. It's like they've suddenly wanted to, that's Karen Brady for you, Matt. Trying to make us like as if we're suddenly some international brand. You've got West Ham London, West Ham New York, West Ham Paris. We've always been in the East End at the end of the day. We're London. Simple as that. Why we're kind of put that underneath us, I don't know. It just seems it beggars belief, really. But as we all know, it's all to do with the commercial, selling it to the tourists. But yeah. The worst thing they did was change the badge. Like, if you look at it, the badge like Jez has got behind him, that's the badge that the Arsenal was known for, not what they got now. Simple as that.
fact.
Anyway, saying I think there are less and less brilliant managers to buy these days. Not a bad shout. Paddy said, I wouldn't take Ten Hag at Palace, mate. I can't believe he's won anything at Man. Unreal. Yeah. Eddie for England. FTSN Colm, big up, gents. Hope you're well. Doing well, mate. Hope you are as well. Good to see you. That West Ham new manager is miserable. Fucker. Don't smile on nothing. You're not supposed to smile all the time. You're supposed to be winning. That's you don't smile. Only afterwards. Yes, it's true. Arteta does. Yeah. Evening, Carl Rossi. Evening to you, mate. And we're just saying,
Maybe
Tone
it's
West
Carl.
Ham puts the pensioners first before youth. Good shout from him here. Do you think Karen Brady should leave? She's on too much of a good number, Henry, for that to happen.
She ain't leaving.
No way she's going to be leaving that.
Is
Didn't
it Sullivan you want to take?
Didn't she start at Birmingham?
Yes, Birmingham. She was with them too, wasn't she? She was with Golden Sullivan. She came with them as a package when they bought
What
West
was
Ham.
her? I think she was married to that footballer. He had a funny last name, didn't he? Played for Derby or something?
Yeah, Paul. Oh,
Pascali? I can't remember his bloody name. Some of them was probably put in the comments, but yes, that's what bloody that was her husband.
oh, the American guy. Well, he's American, isn't he? Is it- I know. I know you're on about Pesca Salido, something like that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Costello.
Well done, Lone Star. Thanks for that, mate.
Hmm.
I reckon Arsenal will put 6 past Southampton, even United won there.
Be nice.
Big
Yeah.
up Runek Deral. Preview West Ham versus Chelsea. Hope you keep well. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Rossi Broski, Pescalido, yes, it Pescalido. King Kill saying it, Mabba Flesser's saying it as well. See, that's what's great about the chat. Always helps us out. Talking about smiles, Arteta looked pissed off earlier after Saliba got booked in the 18th minute. Blimey. It's a live, sorry.
A stupid thing to do. Don't we ever learn a lesson? Don't we ever learn? You know?
And big up to the McManus game as well. Pescalido, that's it. Thank you very much as well, sir. Thanks for your comments. Appreciate that.
Yeah, McManus.
ASG was asking the question, has Everton ever been relegated? I don't believe they have.
No. Not top price.
92.
52, geez, that long ago.
They were relegated before that, but they are second longest running team in top flight football.
Arsenal.
Arsenal. So, I mean, is what it is, man.
Carl saying hard fish that translates to. Wow. Yeah, she's also with Alan Sugar as well, Karen Brady. Yeah, or what's her name? Baroness
Yes.
Karen
Oh,
Brady.
the Apprentice.
Yeah, Baroness Karen Brady. Yeah.
She's on The Apprentice, isn't she? That show, The Apprentice.
Yeah, she is.
I was saying, Tony, you should be manager, and your French bulldog could be West Ham's version of Win the Dog. Yeah, just mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Angry Claude, rest his soul. Yeah, absolutely, Pepsi. Another question from there is Paddy was saying, hold on a sec, if Saka is out, then who's stepping in for Saka?
There you go.
Got to be Sterling. It's got to be, because he's going to favour Martinelli out on his left, on that left. Trossard is a super sub impact, and Jesus come on today, so it's going to be Havertz up front, and Jesus is going to be a bench warmer, so it would be Sterling. And what's that new young kiddie that was the Nurari? What's his name?
No, Nweri, wasn't it? Nweri.
Yeah, he will come on his sub.
He looked decent, actually.
Good
did.
player.
Yeah,
good player.
And for a change, Jez, you know, he's actually brought on a youth player in the Prem game.
Yeah, well, I called it yesterday. I said, you know, at the end of the day, I gave my prediction on the subs. I was bang on with them. Basically, Sterling will come on because Sterling plays predominantly on the left.
Yeah.
So, if Saka goes out, we can pop Martinelli there. And Sterling, I'm not quite sure Sterling's fully match fit yet, but we can stick him there. But Nweri, yeah, he did well pre-season over in the United States, and I watched all those games, and I thought, yeah, he looks decent, this kid. My only worry here, guys, is there is a couple of players on that bench today. I thought I've never even heard of them. Don't even know where they play, and that's our bench.
Mm.
When you looked when they were doing their substitutions in the 68th, 70th minute, you could see him. You could see. I think Arteta's like, who the hell am I going to bring on? Then shortly after that, right, when he did bring Nweri on, you can see him and Airport Albert are like, and Airport Albert's going, I don't know, you know. And there's another guy on the bench. I can't think of his name. One of the trainers, whatever, and he's going like,
wow,
you know. And that, I'm sorry to tell you, is that's where we are. You know,
Yeah.
we can't. I called it, Anthony. I said it to you when we did that stream pre-season. I said we're two injuries away from capitulation.
Yeah.
And here we are. Our two new signings are out. We've lost Odegaard. Possibly we don't know what's happened with Saka. Right, we've got Atalanta away on Thursday night. So we know what the narrative is going to be now. We know the narrative from all the big Arsenal YouTube channels, right? Oh, well, we're playing Man City on Sunday, but Man City played Wednesday. We had to play Thursday. Does it make a difference? Because at the end of the day, if you've got a proper squad, it don't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, we ain't got a proper squad. So who do we blame? Maybe that prick sat up there in the director's box. Edu.
It is.
So I was about to say that prick up there. It's like
You're
I'm in
there,
the director's
yeah,
box. It's like a director's box over here.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, Jess. Fuzzy the prick. I believe in.
Big up to Director John as well, and that much appreciated for you coming in there. And if you get the chance to go and see On the Stoop, Brooklyn's Premier League fan show, great guys, and I have a good laugh with these gents. And apologies, Director John, as always, that I've not been on for the last couple of weeks now, but appreciate you coming in. That always a pleasure. Thank you very much, sir. As Sean McGonaghy saying hello, Jez, and also Hendon Guna. Good evening, Tony, Fuzzy, Jez, and Anthony, and all in the chat and watching.
You're offended.
So yeah, and we're saying hi, Lyndon, and also to my good friend Gatesy at the West Ham Massive. Good evening, all. Good evening to you as well, Rob. Hope it's all well. Please go and see the West Ham Massive. Share, like, and subscribe as always. Great guy, does some great content, and the really lovely stuff. Arsenal Mike saying Everton, it was nice how to do it twice. 2-0 lead, yeah. And also Michael Chelsea FC. Must be happy as well, Michael. Good result for you guys. Big up Tony, Jez, Fuzzy, and Anthony, and everyone in the chat.
Big up, Mike.
So Lone Star saying, let's hope the truth comes out regarding the Man City with 115. We shall see.
You know, that'd go on. That'd carry on and on and on. And you know what? It'd be all on people's streams. They'd be talking all about it until the final outcome. And the final outcome will be they'll only get done on something like 4 charges.
Well, you know, they can appeal. They can become. That's the thing, Anthony. They can appeal and appeal and appeal. Remember, I said before, but even before this was all coming to light, they reckon even with the charges, they can long this out till 2030 if need be.
Yeah, they've got the
That's how
money.
long it is, me.
They got the only people who are going to make money out of this, right, are barristers earning £6,000-7,000 a day. That's the only people who are going to make money out of this, right? Because at the end of the day, it's going to go on and 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 on, and everybody's going to get bored with it, right? At the end of the day, it's bullshit. Because I don't honestly, I mean, let's forget all the nonsense that these big channels come out with. Oh, they'll get points deduction, this, that, the other. No, they won't. They won't have trophies taken away. They're not going to get points taken away. They could end up with a massive £100 million fine. Right? That's nothing to them. That's small change to their owners. That is small change. And where does that money go? Hello, the FA and the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
So who cares? Who cares? There you go.
This is true. This is true. Because obviously, Paddy's asking on this, going back onto your game. He said he couldn't believe there were 5 academy players on the bench today for Arsenal. Unreal, really, when you think about it. How much has Edu spent? Well, Anthony, you got the figures.
850 million. 850. I've been talking about this, and I've talked about on our show. I've talked about on Jez's show. Yeah, he won the FA Cup under 2 different managers' teams, Arsene Wenger, Unai Emery. He's got rid of those players now, and he's brought his own players in. From up to this day now, this present day, 850 million, and he hasn't won nothing. So basically, and also we were touching on the transfer window. Both Arteta and Edu said, be patient. It's going to be a very exciting window. And it's like what Jess said. The excitement wasn't there, but we're still waiting to see what players are coming in. And we didn't have nothing. We didn't really have nothing. This transfer window, what, 3 out of 10 for me? So they lied to us, basically. They're like a pair of liars. If they can lie to each other and lie to the players and lie to us as fans, then so be it. And if people want to support them, you carry on.
Yeah.
Colin saying, Tony, I'll give Loppy next 7 to 8 games. I need to see some improvements happening. If I see Suchek and Antonio next game, I'll be very disappointed. Brady was Sullivan's fuck rug. Yeah, that's really true, Colin. No, this is true. Yeah, I think we've got, like we said earlier, we've got to give them a chance. I mean, hopefully we'll start seeing some improvement. We don't see that, then, yeah, we definitely got to raise some questions on that.
Are you in a 5-year process at all, Tony?
No, we're a bit quicker than that. We were actually say Loppy's on a 2-year deal. I think I say Europe and the Cup is, I think, definitely on the agenda. If he gets them, then he's going to get his contract extended by another year. But I think Anthony kind of slightly said it. We're hoping that by that stage, either someone's going to take over from Sullivan if he's going to sell up. He's not getting any younger, is he? For sure. I know we know it's good money earner for him, but yeah, I think we've got a quicker process than that at the moment. But at least we've backed him with the players. One thing we can say compared to you guys is we can actually look at the bench now and think to yourself, we've actually got something decent that can actually come on. Whereas, like you just said, Jess, you look over your shoulder and think, who the fuck am I going to bring out of this load of shit? It's one of them.
Who the fuck are you? Yeah, who are you? What position do you play? Yeah. Oi, Mary Poppins, you're on in 10 minutes. Start warming up. Yeah.
Well, you probably got more chance of Dick Van Dyke coming on than Mary Poppins, mate. That's for sure.
He came on, mate. At least he's got his old, the old brushes. You can stick on a few people's asses.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And don't forget, Jez, our actual owner and that, he's in the sex industry business, so he can do that for you, no problems at all. We can send a job lot over for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Michael says, I can't believe I got the Newcastle Wolves result correct. You did indeed, Michael. You've got his maximum points on that one. Fuzzy, good news for Man United fans. Liverpool have got the new Slot Haag.
Bit early days, but I can see that if things get a bit stale, if things get stagnant or stagnate and slow down, and the players don't quite stay on the manager's side with Arne Slot like they would do with Jurgen Klopp, because that's what people go raving mad about Jurgen Klopp. Oh, it's the Klopp effect. Klopp's got pull. As Arne Slot got that same conviction, do the players stay in the trenches with this manager like they would do for Klopp? And that's the big question. They've already got their own issues with a lackluster squad for depth. There's not, it's quite a thin squad in terms of first team quality to play across a 38 Premier League game season, plus then 3 other competitions. It's gonna be very, very difficult. But they've I think considering it's early days, maybe you can say there's teething issues, but it's not a huge monumental change from the last regime in how they play football. There are similarities there, so there should be a sense of familiarity, but is there a disconnect there? I don't know.
Well, he's got it made now, hasn't he, Jurgen Klopp? He's one of the he's one of the coaches back at Borussia Dortmund, isn't he? So, do you know what I mean? So, that didn't take long. I think that was already planned. I think it was already planned. Personally, I don't think Klopp. Don't get me wrong, he's a good manager, but in the long run, I don't think he had his mindset to be the Liverpool manager in the long run. I mean, he's in 57, is he? Something like that. So, do you know what I mean? So he's got an easy job now, being one of the back coaches at Borussia Dortmund, getting paid. So, I mean, fair play to them. I mean, what better person you want, working in the back of the room than Jurgen Klopp. So they've done their own work there, definitely.
Yeah. I didn't realise that. Look, Forest hadn't won at Anfield since the 1960s. These Dutch managers
breaking all the records for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Ian Dino, good to see you on here as well. Jesus Martinelli, Sterling can play on the right. At some point, you have to give youth players a chance. I hope you should do. But we are talking about your manager. That damn commentator was talking about Arteta's legacy. Legacy? Did you hear that? Not Gary Neville, to be fair. Arteta's legacy. Wow.
Legacy of losing with his own team.
He hasn't got one, has he? He's got a legacy of spending fucking money. I'll give him that. But, but apart from that, do you know what I mean?
In essence, Bukayo Saka's case, it's not Arteta's legacy. It's Arteta Maleg Aki.
Yeah, leg achy. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, sitting on that bench for so long.
And now I'm limping. Again.
Michael Chill saying, fully agree, Jez. I didn't even know after the Arsenal's pitch. 17 and 18-year-olds, what a state, mate. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I knew of Enweri. I knew of.
Thank you, John.
Heaven.
I knew of three of them. I'm not going to profess I know a lot about them because I don't. I've seen Enweri play. I've seen the other guy's name I can't bloody think of. So that's how much it sticks in my head, right? You know, I know these people, but they played pre-season. Lewis Skelly, he played out in the States. He looked okay. He's not ready for Premier League yet. He's not ready, right? He made too many mistakes in those pre-season games. But Enweri is there. I'll give him that. And fair play to him. Well done for coming on. But if you sit in there, right, and you've got, right, your second in command, who's AirPod Albert, right, and he's sitting there after you brought on Sterling Jesus, right, and he's there, and Arteta's looking at him, and he's going, I don't know, what do you want to do? And then you've got the other bloody trainer sitting there going like that. Go back and watch it, guys. Go back.
I'm gonna have to. Now you said that, I've got to look at that.
And it's like you're thinking that sums it up. And we're away to Atalanta, right, on Thursday night, yeah, and we've made possibly have Saka out injured now. That's another player down. Right.
Well, Vincenzo was asking the question, Jez. How long is Calafiori, Odegaard, and Marino out for? You have to add now Saka into that as well, possibly.
Well, Calafiori, we know he's out. He's going to be out till beyond Christmas. Odegaard, possibly. We don't know. They haven't come out and given a big statement, but that injury looked pretty damn bad, right?
I think with the Odegaard injury, it's the way that he's gone down on it, and the fact that the club haven't been, quick to say what the injury is, or that they've constantly. It feels like they're treading on eggshells, right? That they're sort of jumping around just how severe this issue is, when maybe deep down they actually know the severity of it. There's no exact date, but they know the severity of it, but they don't want to communicate it just yet. They want to get all the clarity side of things first, or get the club into a good position before dropping that news bomb on people. Just out of nowhere, oh, by the way, Odegaard is out until January, February time.
Which I think...
Sorry about that.
I think, Ozzy, you're bang on. Bang on. Because the Norway team doctor said this is a minimum of 3 weeks. We don't know the depth of the injury yet. Right? He got flown back on a private jet, right, to London, wherever, Luton, wherever, doesn't matter. Right? He'd have been in now for scans and had a look, right? Now, this idiot of a manager, absolute arsewipe, in his press conference on Friday afternoon said, I'm not ruling him out for Sunday.
Yeah.
Do me a favour. All of us here at one point in our lives have done a bad ankle injury. We know how painful it is, and we're you're limping around, and because we're not professional footballers, you still got to get on and do your job, right? And you know the pain. Now he's going to have the best professional support. We know that, okay? We don't know, right? He may not need an operation. And we know how this club works. They throw players back in before they're fully fit, right? And I know a mate of mine who's actually played quite a decent level of football. He did his ankle, it's goalkeeper, right? Innocent, it was nobody else's fault. He did it himself. Landed bad, right? He was off for about 2 months, didn't play, went back on, ruptured his Achilles tendon. he was out for a year.
Mm.
And he
Yeah.
played for College Hamlet, where Ian Wright used to play.
Mm.
In fact, he actually played with his end of his career. He was actually playing with Ian Wright. Yeah. So this is Arsenal Football Club, people. They don't announce it because they don't want to admit guilt. They don't want to admit they're fucked up. That's it. Yeah. Let's come out of it and say, oh, Odegaard's going to be out till February.
Hmm.
We're all going to be upset about it and say, oh, for Christ's sake, we don't need that. But don't keep bullshitting us.
Bullshit. Yeah,
Mm.
I agree with that, Jez. I mean, it's like what you said. Just come out with it, and then, yeah, we will be pissed off, but at least we know the facts.
Cool.
You know what I mean? And then
That's all you want to
it's
know. You want just clarity, don't you, Anthony, at the end of the day? You
yeah,
just want
that's
clarity.
right, yeah.
You know?
I mean,
That's
and
what
then
you
that
need.
brings it on in January, whether we can bring a player in January. Do you know what I mean? In the transfer window. But it's like what I said. I touched on it earlier about the transfer window and what they said to us. They lied to us. And is this what our Arsenal Football Club is based on lies? It's a fact.
Wow.
With
Wow. Big
Arteta and
statement.
Eddie.
Big statement. Let's just say hello to Tony Gloyd Gunner TV. Smash the like buttons for these
Okay.
legends. Big up to yourself. Make sure you go see his channel, just like this guy as well. Longhead hit Yeti's Caves. Up, guys. Awesome weekend. Well deserved win on the pool. That was a great result for Forest here.
I don't think they're going to be a pushover this season, Tim.
No,
Forest.
not at all.
I'm not saying that
Not
because
at all.
yet he's in the channel, but he's watching it. But I don't think they're going to be a pushover.
See, they've bought well as well. When you think about it, they've actually bought well. So that
Yeah.
Lone Star saying £100 million fine for the City thing. They should just send over Jack Grealish. Be easier, yeah. And also big up to Sophie on the Goon and Gossip TV. Big up,
That's
guys.
okay.
Important win for Arsenal today. Not our best performance, but we'll take the win. Please go and see Sophie's channel as well, Goon and Gossip TV. She does some great stuff. Give her a little bit of like and love and support as well, as always.
Not
Yeah.
nice channel. It's a good channel, that. It's a good channel.
She had Luke on there the other night.
Oh, did she? Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
she
No,
had
I
Luke.
briefly saw a couple of seconds as I was flashing through.
Yeah.
Emery's saying, do you see Pep leaving at the end of the season? ASG, she's asking him. So let's see if he'll answer that. Nothing can happen to Man City, then they just pay him off. Chinjo saying 850 million spent, and West Ham have a better squad than us.
Yeah.
And for a fraction of the cost. A fraction of the cost.
So his Man City thing. Do you know since Pep's been in charge of Man City, he has spent nowhere near 850 million. Nowhere near it.
That's
And
true.
Birmingham City, they spent more this season than what bloody Man City did. Work that out. Did you realise that?
Mm,
Birmingham City?
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's true. Timber looks decent player, don't you agree? Yeah, I'm glad he's back. I didn't
Yeah.
wish that any injury on any player, doesn't matter what opposition is in there. What he had last season, you wouldn't wish that on anyone. So yeah, it's good to see him back, and he does look pretty decent. Even though there's a talk of he should have had a red card earlier, part in the first half by all accounts.
No.
True.
Well, I didn't think it was a record. It was 50-50. It was 50-50. That to me, it wasn't a red card. Timber had the ball. Is it Porro?
Porro.
Porro, the Tottenham defender. He come in, and then obviously it was. Listen, he went in for the challenge, which he had rightly did, and whatever the outcome was, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was 50-50. That was my opinion of it anyway.
He won the ball, Timber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won the ball, and his foot rolled off right after Porro popped the tackle in.
Mm.
Unlucky fella. That shit happens, man. But I thought Timber. I gave him man of the match, to be honest.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, they give it Saliba instead, didn't they? Sorry, Gabriel instead.
Yeah.
Even though, let me just ask you this question as well, because you're looking at, it was a great header from Gabriel. You can't knock that. But would you say, and this is asking you, Jez, as being an ex-ref, the push on Romero for Gabriel to launch himself back and then connect with the ball for the header, would you say that was a foul?
Yep. But I'd also say there was a foul on Saliba.
Mm.
He's holding him like that, so he couldn't move. So it's one of them ones, isn't it? It's an awkward one.
True, but there's one with Trossard doing exactly the same thing with Madison. I mean, like, we might as well just wrestled him to the ground. It would have been much more easier.
I'd have to agree with you. If I'd been Lino in that game, where you're looking down the line at the corner, right? If I'd been Lino on that, I'd have gone, that's a foul.
Because not being funny, you think, I was quite surprised that VAR didn't intervene, because you could possibly say that him pushing Romero could have stopped him from winning the ball.
Yeah.
Before Gabriel. So, but hey, look, it was a well-taken header. You can't deny that.
Good header. Potential foul before it. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, Lone Stars. Let's just move on to this one. Lone Star says, "Are Palace going to win a game this season?" Because they're another one that's struggling to get a win.
I mean, they'll play us next, don't they?
There's a win inbound in for Palace.
They sold their best players, haven't they? I mean, they sold Anderson in centre back, and in all fairness, they got decent money for them. But the players that they've bought in is not to that caliber of the players that they've sold. So they are a weakened team. I can't see them going down. You know what I mean? I think they'll be all right this season, Palace, but it's going to be a long season for them. Put it that way.
I found it quite weird. Like I said, we've said this before. When you think that Glasner came in last season and how he changed the ethics and the style from Hodgson to getting them where they were, you thought this window he would have been back to the hill. But as you said, Anthony, they just sold the players off, and what they brought in, they're not exactly been replacements, have they? They're not like for like replacements. So yeah, it's very much a rebuilding for them in that part. Good evening, it's Nick Fulton. I was drinking milk and it went on my chest, and I thought I started producing booby milk. Also, hi guys, big up to you as well, Nick, as always. Forest's last win at Anfield was in 1969. Bloody hell. We was better than them. We stopped them playing end off. Yeah, agree on that. Absolutely. Yeah, Liverpool looked well contained. Sullivan not getting any younger. Tony for West Ham. A lot of the players too. By the way, sorry if any Dutch offended. Just meant these managers. Nothing against Dutch population. Good for the recovery there, Arsenal. I'll give you that one. I'll give Slot 6 months to make a realistic chance of top 4. Because when you think about it, what did they buy? One player?
Yeah, Chiesa, isn't it?
Chiesa, isn't it? 10 million.
Yeah.
10 million. Bloody hell. Big week for Arsenal coming up. Atalanta in Bergamo on Thursday, then Man City on Sunday, and also Man City have an advantage of an extra day too, as well. Thoughts, Jez and Anthony?
I've sort of mentioned it. I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference, to be honest. These are supposed to be professional, very fit players. The fact that Man City play Wednesday and then Arsenal play Atalanta on Thursday, right? It shouldn't make a difference. The only difference is, to answer that question, is the fact that Manchester City have got 1.5 teams, right? They can actually, rotate. What have we got? We haven't got that, right? They've got their squad of the players, and we're now down to 23 players. 23.
Yeah.
So we're in the shit, man. They're not.
No.
That's,
if you put that into comparison, it just it's mind blowing. Really, when you think about it, absolutely mind blowing.
Yeah.
Well, we touched on it. We haven't got nobody. I've always said it on our shake team. The good, the bad, the ugly. With Man City, they've got a team A, a team B, and also when you jumble them team A and B up, it gives you a team C as well.
Yeah,
we don't have that at Arsenal. I think Mikel Arteta is still working out of a planning on a team A. To be honest with you.
It's like Arteta's managed to accidentally, or maybe accidentally is the wrong word to use, maybe by design, but not like plan A design. He's now re-stumbled upon a rendition of Project Youth
Oh,
The one that was proclaimed initially, then it sort of went away because there's the argument of no academy players, and now all the academy players are on the bench.
Wow.
It's coming back, guys. Phase number 6. Phase number 6. Reintroduce the youth project.
that's it, mate. Ozzy, that is it, mate.
Yeah,
are.
absolutely.
So we've now gone back to phase 1.
Yeah.
Wow. Hit the reset button, Jess. Let's hit that reset button. We'll start all over again. That's, be damned with it. Don't worry about anything else.
Hit the record button.
Wow. Good to hear this one from Nick. I'm in my bungalow and everything now. Sorry I've not been around. Finally out of hospital. I've missed you. Same as you here, Nick. Good to see you in your place. That's great.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. Botox fraud. Yeah, legacy. Absolutely. Arteta's legacy will be second place and most wins at the toilet bowl. Absolutely, Vincenzo. That's great news. And Mama's saying, and Nick's saying that's after 11 years in hospital too, Henry. It's finally nice to be out. Wow, 11 years, man.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he basically shattered his coccyx. Just not a great thing. Not a great thing. So it's it's good to see his own. Yeah, we ain't doctors. Jesus, Vinny, we ain't doctors. 11 years, my goodness. Just saying like each other, yeah. Arsenal's bench looks very weak already, and it's only September. Yep. As Aaron said as well, Arsenal bench, Kivior, Kakari, Skelly, Nweri, Heaven, all under 18. Norb, Neto, Kivior, Sterling, Jesus, pure shit.
It is when you look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, Nick saying, broken care system. I wasn't sick, just autistic and have physical needs due to spine. Was trapped in hospitals all over the country. Bloody hell, man. Yeah, he's asking the question. Yeah, I've already said this. And Colin said, well, Tony, funny you should say about Sullivan selling up. My sources who work in the city in stocks and shares and finance in the week have mentioned again about the bids for the clubs are going to come soon. I'm be interested to see who these are, though, Colin. Hopefully they're decent people. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen Amanda Staveley invested in Spurs yet, so you never know. Hopefully we can convince her. Big up, Trip Vic. Hope you're doing well. Big up to everyone. And obviously, again, you can see Jezzy's channel on here, so Extreme More, as well as Hot Fuzzers as well.
Big up, Sarah.
I'm sure it's Arteta's fault we have high inflation too. Probably is. Nick saying, after this stream, YouTube Channel 4 News is like torture. That's my story. Love to the chat as well. Good stuff. Apart from anywhere, who you guys have mentioned, I've never heard of the rest of these young kids. Big up, mate.
Nope, nor have I.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you very much. And of course, do not forget to get early doors to 500 by locking us up in, people. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
Let's get it there, people, right now, right quick.
Do it.
Thank you. Paddy's saying, I know, right? We have so much football and so many injuries. Look, I was chuffed with the win today, despite it not being a great performance, but Christ, we are in hot water. Yes, again, for us, same thing. It's early doors, they say, pardon the pun. Atletico 2-0 now. Is it Gallo again? Sadly, a lot of sadly, season-ending injury. Could be, yeah. As Trip saying, Oddie gone injured. Fuzzy, you're above Liverpool in the table. Which is good. Flying to Norfolk.
Go home, Arsenal Manic. You're drunk.
If Oddie is back before starting of February, it'll be a miracle. Wow, that bad. Jesus. I must be drunk or something, yeah. The Ukraine. Top 10. I mean, obviously, looking at your game today, the North London Derby, what exactly the best one we've seen, is it really? It wasn't the best at all by both sides. I mean, we know we're saying like you've got no forward lineup, but you really look at Spurs, it just seemed that when they got into that final quarter of the pitch, they just didn't know what to do with themselves. You know,
Mm.
being played back and the deliveries into the box. Well, it
Awful.
was easy. Saliba and Gabriel, they just kind of, kicked it out or placed it outwards. And Raya was on top form. But yeah, Spurs. And then when you saw, I didn't see the match post match afterwards with Postecoglou, but his face near the end, I don't know. It don't look good. It don't bode well for there. He must be. If I was the manager, I think I'll be going tomorrow morning, tapping on Levy's door and saying, "What the fucking hell's going on here?"
Yeah, I mean, basically, it was a pretty big problem. Son spun Ben White a couple of times. I've never seen a team, right, that can take so many rubbish corners. Every corner they took was deep.
Yes.
Right? And Raya, in the end, if you actually watched him, right, he was like 5 yards out of his goal, just going, "Thanks very much," and there was nobody there. I don't know whoever coaches Spurs on their corners, but they were shocking, and they had more corners than Arsenal, and not one of them did they even get close to the goal. Well, a lie, one. Yes, they did one. Right, but David Raya was bang on form. Yeah, Saliba, Gabriel were bang on it. I didn't think Ben White had a great game today, if you want my honest opinion. Timber, I thought was decent as well, and he's definitely one for the future. That bloke, he's a young lad. He's definitely one for the future. But they were poor. Son just couldn't really get it together, and no, I was not impressed at all. And that actually helped us in the second half. I'll honestly say to you that built an Arsenal's confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't great. Let's put it right. We weren't great either. But it was always going to be one of them nip-tuck games that we got away with. But I thought Spurs were very poor today.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good shout by Yeti next. He made a good shout about with Forest, but this one was definitely the case because, I mean, Ramiro's looking afterwards because, we were talking about the push, but he just literally let Gabriel walk off as if he weren't there. He was with him. He's making eye contact with him, and then he just let him walk off as if he weren't there.
Yeah.
Poor, and that's supposed to be a pro player. As you said, Nketiah will score against United next weekend.
Only if he's had his credit topped up. He's on his pay-as-you-go phone. No credit, no goals.
Good question here from Henry. Is the relegation already settled?
No, not yet. Too early. 4 games in. Only 4 games in.
He's only 4 games in, but I predict. I think. I hate to say it, but I think Southampton will go down this season definitely. But I'm saying Everton, and you know what? I don't want Everton to go down because we're used to seeing Everton. For years we have seen them in the Premier League, but unfortunately, is that saying it says always times comes to an end. But I mean, they go into their new bloody stadium in January. You think of it, the capacity of that stadium. You see that capacity, like you see all those seats being filled if they got relegated and they were playing in the Championship.
It could go the other way, mate. Right? You look at Goodison Park.
Yeah.
Right? They sell out every week.
Yeah.
Right? And there's people that want to go. So going to a bigger stadium, was it 65,000 that stadium?
Yeah.
Right? Then more people can go and get the buzz out of the team. I mean, it's only a theory. I mean, this is just saying that they'll get more fans pitch up, and therefore it may pick the team up and give them a bit of an impetus. And obviously, it will generate more money, but it could go the other way because they'll say die-hard Everton fans will say, "Oh, bollocks, I ain't going no more." I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting, Anthony. It's going to be
very, yeah.
Well,
I don't know who the third going to be. I think I tip Wolves to go down as well. To be honest with you,
not looking good for them either, is it? Wolves.
No.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Henry Goodham, it must have been good to see this. Did you see the Avro Lancaster fly over there this morning to commemorate Battle of Britain Day? Flew over Hendon around 11 o'clock.
Brilliant.
Big week for Chelsea this week. West Ham and then Barrow. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. When we got promoted, we had a team A, B, C, and D. Yeah,
Not the whole alphabet.
Good old Steve Cooper. United hit the panic button so often it's jammed. Yeah, look, Nick's just telling you. Yeah, look there. Broke my coccyx too, but the reason for being in hospital in the first place was the broken care system. But with my coccyx, still waiting for the surgery. Jesus Christ. Mama Flossie saying there, my dad flew to Lancaster. That in itself, wow. Brilliant. Generally, Tony of Channel 4 back out doing a follow-up story next month too. I have to have a look out for that then, Nick. Absolutely. At least we forget. Absolutely. Everyone's saying, yeah, didn't mind if Little Floyd had gone away game, literally kick off, 11 kick off, so I wasn't in the area. That's a shame. Yeah, it was an ugly win out played by Bournemouth. This is the Chelsea game. Throughout the game, the whole game, it was a penalty. Was it a penalty faults? First fault, Sanchez declared it into Evan Nilsson, or was it Nilsson looking for the contact?
Probably both, Michael. In that situation, strikers usually look for that contact and they go down, but by letter of the law, it's usually in the case that the striker gets impeded physically by the goalkeeper, it gets perceived as a penalty. It's just in terms of the nature of the contact. For example, if a striker sticks his leg all the way out awkwardly to go pick up contact from the goalkeeper, then maybe the referee can say, well, actually, that looks like it's a dive to me. So then it gets given a simulation or just ignored altogether. But yeah, it's one of those things. If you get into that situation, you're a striker, you're looking for all sorts of contact at that point, and if you feel it, you're down. That's it.
Yeah. Lawrence is saying here to Turkey's best hair transplant customer, Danny Ings, la 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 la. Yeah.
Could this be Fuzzy Jez? Could this be the next striker? West Ham's next Erling Haaland. Do you reckon, Danny Ings?
No.
No.
Yeah, but no, but Matt has got his name down to a T. Look, Granny Dings. That's the one. Granny Dings. Arsenal so good defensively today. It's
Sorry, sorry. Arsenal, I thought were defensively very well.
Yeah, they were very good. I mean, they were good, but at the same point, as we were saying, Jez, Spurs were in that final.
But we were awful. But it's like what Jez was saying. We were playing that long ball. But bloody hell. There was a few times in that game that Havertz, he was literally offside.
Yes. Mate, don't even go there. I had a meltdown when I did the watch on that. What is wrong with this guy? Sorry to interrupt you, Anthony.
That's right.
What is wrong with this man? He's a professional bloody footballer, and he's 4 yards offside. What is wrong with you, man? You're a professional footballer.
Yeah, but Jez, I like the fact that he was. I think he got knocked on the floor, and he's pointing to his neck to say like he's been kicked. There's nothing on his neck at all, but he's doing all this and going to the referee. Nothing. What's that all about as well?
He had tonsillitis before the game.
Yeah.
That's another player, right, mate?
Jesus Christ. Matt saying here, love Angie's post-match comments. I'll always win something in my second season. What's that? Relegation?
Possessions trophies. Highline trophies.
Jesus, yeah. Amanda Staveley got to Spurs as a set-piece coach. Endon saying Spurs were impotent. Same when they played Newcastle before international break. When Werner came on for Madison, Spurs lost all attacking momentum.
Well, he got to take a Viagra then if you're an instant, surely.
He did nothing, did he? He didn't. That
Take it,
team
DJ Crane.
Well,
Got to go. Love up the panel in the chat. Rest catch the rest on playback. Big up, DJ Crane. Thanks for hanging
Big up,
around with us.
DJ. Big up to you, man.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
They're just saying about
Smash the likes up, people, while you're here. Come on, smash them up.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Trip saying, are we talking about Spurs being Spursy? Yeah, just a touch Spursy.
yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, they're going in the stable. What if the crowd boost gives them the team a huge morale boost second half of the season? Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, because we need to see that. Even Darren Rule, for Arsenal, win is a win against the rivals. Don't matter how you play in the game. True, if you have to play dirty and get a result, if you've got to play, close shot football, if it all counts, you get 3 points at the end. 3 points is 3 points.
1-0
Didn't Arteta?
1-0 to the Arsenal.
Yeah, that's the old saying. Yeah,
Didn't Arteta also win his FA Cup with his with Unai Emery's team by playing like a back 3/5, more defensive, try and attack on the break or something.
He did try that down the wings, yeah.
So maybe that's how you get a trophy this season. You revert to type. Actually, just play no nonsense, no, BS football, straight forwards, and capitalise.
Well, nothing else worked, Fuzzy. It's been close, so why not? Why not go down that road? You know what I mean? Jesus.
Paddy's saying here, did you all see the empty Spurs seats at the start of the second half? Save your money, wait an hour, and get a Turkish kebab and wood green on the way home. Don't miss the game. You pay all that money. Jez is a great advocate for that one while we leave early.
Don't even get me on that, man.
Yeah.
Don't get me on that one.
Oh, man. I think Arsenal fans need a fuckwag after the game today. Yeah. Oh, Richard saying, sort of rub it in Arsenal. Phil Foden back for the Man City Sunday.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's back.
Rodri's been in the matchday squad as well this weekend, just gone. So he's available.
He's available, yeah.
So that's a midfield battle, dead and buried.
I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm not feeling comfortable. I mean, Atalanta, we could on Thursday night we might scrape through that, in the Champions League, and that is that's a scrape through on that. They got that player Lookman, haven't they? He plays for him. He's a good player. And the Man City, I'm sorry, but I think this would be our first defeat. I hate to say it, Jez. I don't like, put a damper on things, but I can't see us beating Man City.
No, I totally agree with you, man. Totally agree with you. I'd have said that before you said it, to be honest with you. It's going to be a tough day out at the Etihad Stadium. It is going to be a tough day out. 4:30, kick-off, Sunday. It's going to be a tough one, man. Of course, we're all hoping for a win as Arsenal, but it's going to be a tough day out.
Yeah.
ASG's asking, do any of you actually like curry? And if so, which is your favourite? As it's a Sunday night takeaway.
Oh, yeah.
Which one do you like?
Chicken tikka masala.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I like I'm partial to the chicken boona. It's not too. I can't deal with a lot of spice, but a chicken boona that's lovely.
I don't mind chicken tikka, but also like madras. That's not too bad. Got a little bit of a kick to it, not too much.
Mm-hmm.
Not like my friend who can eat a fowl, and he actually asked them to add more garlic and chili to it. Believe it or not.
No. I've only ever done that once for a bet, right? And I was stupid to do it, right? It's a curry house up in Islington years and years ago. And we went out for a curry. It was a New Year Day thing, actually. And there's all of us there. Was about 20 of us, wives as well. And this couple of guys said to me, "You like a nice curry, Jez?" I went, "Yeah, I don't mind it. If you eat a chicken fowl or lamb fowl or whatever, we'll pay for it." I went, "Yeah, why not?" Why not? Give it a go. Give it a go. Mate, I had 3 mouthfuls, and I was like bailed. Mate, honestly, seriously, I couldn't handle it. My normal is a lamb tikka starter with a salad type thing, and nowadays the maximum I'll go to is madras. Sometimes I'll have a vindaloo, but most times it's a madras or something like that. But never a file. Lee Gunner eats them all the effing time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're saying. Yeah.
The guy that likes his spices.
He has a lamb file, what do you call them, right? And I used to go to games, mate, with this fucking nutcase guy, Phil Lambert, right? Proper Arsenal. And he used to go to this curry house, funny enough, in Luton. And we went up there once, and he said, right, my birthday, he said, I'm getting it in, I'm ordering. Yeah. We go, no, you're not paying for it and all that shit. The fucking bastard, right? He stitched me right up. He said, what are you having, Jez? And I went, there's a big long table of us. I said, yeah, I have a vindaloo, mate. And he went, lovely. And he said, what, chicken? I went, yeah, do me. Chatting away, beers going, lagers and all that going down. And he said, right, lovely, order it all. Mine came out, and I looked at it, and I thought, they don't look like a vindaloo. And he went, well, they're all like sitting there having a giggle. And I thought, done me. You've done me again with this bloody chicken, bloody file. And I'm like, no. I managed 4 mouthfuls, and I said, that was a waste of money, wasn't it? I'm not eating it. So there you go.
Yeah, because even when he goes to Goa, I think he even surprised the locals when he said, like, no, whack a few more in there.
No.
I mean, like, it's ended there saying, like, curry should never be stupidly spicy or horrendous. Mate, he loves them. But when he turns around and says to him, whack more chilies and stuff in there to make it even hotter, don't know. Something wrong with that.
I used to. I haven't done it for a couple of years. I used to grow Nagata chilies, which are in a farm, right? And I also got some seeds from a place in Devon. I grew those Carolina Reapers.
Oh yeah.
The hottest chili in the world, like whatever. Right. So I grew them. And I thought, yeah, it'd be all right. So I at Christmas I make my own pickled onions, yeah, and all that. I like to spice them up, so I thought, I used these Carolina Reapers. They were uneatable. I took them down my local pub. I said to people, I've made the, I also take a jar down. I said, like, I've made these with, I said, they are very hot. Well, one guy, I swear to God, he cut it up, right? He had a quarter of it, and I thought he was going to have a heart attack.
Wow.
Seriously, I was really worried about him. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to kill him. But nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Paddy saying, can't stand the Peshwari naans. Razors have no place on a naan. Before we go to the next comment, just going to say goodbye to Hendon Guna. Good night, all. Good, great show. Take care. And see you all soon. Thank you very much, as always. Appreciate you being on that, and always good chatting to you, as always. But Nick's saying here, imagine eating a curry while you have a broken coccyx. Oof.
No.
That's long.
Can feel that.
I mean, mine was the same as Jez. I had a chicken boona, and I think I went to the toilet and I come back, and there was like this was a works do Christmas. We had a few beers, went to a curry house and that, and it blended in with the color of the sauce. And I'm eating it, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, I've gone bright red. I'm sweating. Do you know what? Have you seen that American program, Hot Wings?
Oh,
yeah.
Hot Wings. Yeah.
They put the fucking the bomb. They put that on there, and I thought, fucking hell. They had a fish tank in a corner. My head was that close to going into the fucking fish tank to cool off. Seriously, that was how hot it was. So if anybody tricks you and saying, "Oh, that's not hot," that the bomb, that chili sauce, fuck me, it is. Don't have it, honestly.
You can tell they're talking bollocks. Nick's asked a question. So far this season, at 1 to 10, what would you four rate your club's manager and why? Decision making, subs, tactics, player selections, etc.
Oh, for this season, I'm rating mine a bloody 2 or 3 out of 10.
I'm actually thinking on the questions. Decision making, subs, tactics, player selections.
2. I got 2 Jez. You know what? Mikel Arteta is predictable. How many times have we called it? 65th minute, Martinelli for Trossard, and so forth.
I will advance that to 3 because at least he brought on Nweri today. At least he brought on a young kid on the bench. But that's as far as it goes, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah. Ten Hag is definitely sort of 2 out of 10. Bad choice of starting 11s, picking favourites, bad game management, substitutions, benching your new, your pivotal signings. That's like you sign them to make a difference, but then you don't use them. And then making Harry Potter comments to the media. Let's not go there. That's an immediate -1 right there.
Aces is saying 0 for his choice of questions there, because obviously Nick was asking for the chat as well. 7 for West Ham, new players, tactics and chemistry will take time. Yeah, not a bad shout on that one. Lone Star saying United 2 out of 10 Haag. Chicken tikka Danzak for me, keema rice and a chili naan. Nice.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Everybody's saying 5 out of 10 for Liverpool. Yeah, I'll go. I mean, Lawrence is going 7 for West Ham. I'm going to say 6 for West Ham at the moment because I say he's getting the players in. We're starting to see some things happening, but we know it's still a long way to go. But yeah, tactics-wise, we are playing a different style of football, but at the same point, we're kind of seeing some of the old from last season kind of peering through. So yeah, bit iffy on that one. Paddy saying, I don't know about Gladner's rating. Palace haven't been on the damn telly yet, besides Brentford. That's true. Lone Star saying, Arteta, 9 out of 10, based on 4 games, 3 wins, a draw, 1 goal conceded. Colin saying, I would rate Loppy 5. Good shout. So, yeah, so 5, 6 and 7 so far for West Ham. Big up to the Matchday Guru. Big up Jezza, legend.
Big up, man.
Big up to yourself as well, Matchday.
I only get called a legend because I'm old.
Not a leg end then, but it's a legend, Jez. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it could be a leg end. Yeah, it could be a legend.
Henry's asking the question, who do you see getting wins this week in the Champions League?
Oh, man.
Atalanta.
Yeah.
I wish.
I'm not confident about that one. It's a tough place to go. I'll tell you the best result I'm hoping for right now. I may get more confident as time goes on. I'm hoping for a draw, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon a draw against Atalanta as well. I mean, I think when Man United were last in it, they had Atalanta. And I think you lost to them. Was it Young Boys in the same group as well, Fuzzy? In the chat, it was you, Atalanta, and Young Boys, wasn't it? I can remember them two being in the same league as you.
I think, yeah, it was Atalanta, Villarreal, and then Young Boys.
Yeah. Because you dipped out of that, didn't you? Went down into Europa.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Playing volleyball.
I'm out of the
Interesting.
social media loop over the weekend. Has Julian Lopetegui become Lord Voldemort? Yeah, he should not be mentioned at the moment, some of the decision making, but we shall see. Big up to you as well, Word and Pictures. Good to see you. Michael Chelsea saying 3 out of 10 for Chelsea. I was going to go 2 initially before Sancho yesterday. Low stars. Palace -6.
Oh.
Paddy saying, I would give Arteta a 6. I don't think he has much of a choice to make tactically. Our squad is that thin.
Mm. Mm.
Nick saying after Fulham, I'd give Loppy a 4, but I want him to succeed so much. It's if we're getting, he's a new manager and everything, and we're just taking it based on this season alone. It's a 4. Matchday Guru saying no, it's not because you're old. You know more about our beloved club than most of the mutants combined. That's a great. It's a fair shout.
I do.
Facts.
Paddy saying, "I reckon Arsenal will sink a win at Atlanta." Jones going for a 3-0 win for Simeone. He never lets me down. Also, Gunnar Fazad saying, "Big up to Jez."
Big up, man. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining.
Paddy, I remember that young boys game. Ollie was in charge. They should have played the YMCA as you walked off the pitch. Lawrence is saying 5 is harsh. Lopetegui, give the guy a chance and trust the process. Oh, don't use that word, Lawrence. Trust the process.
Oh, here we go.
That belongs to these two boys down there. Leave it to these boys.
Come on, get out of here.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Floppy loppy.
Oh, I knew it was coming. Trust the process. There you go. And West Ham now. West Ham, you're in a 5-year process, man. There you go.
Lawrence, I nearly got away with it. I
That's
nearly got away with it,
what
Jess. I didn't say there was a 5-year process. I nearly got away with it, Jess.
Yeah,
You know,
he
nearly
can
got away with
even show that, can't he? Arsenal history and more. Hashtag trust the process. See, that's a new title for your show, Jez.
Yeah, there you go. There you
it.
go.
We're just saying I went 10 Arga 10 after changing the back four at least 5 times yesterday with the subs and a clean sheet away from home.
I swear to God, those substitutions with changing the back line was literally just like, for fuck's sake, Southampton, just fucking score against us. Like I'm throwing you everything, every lifeline I've got.
Inter slapped Atalanta 4-0 last week. Well,
Yeah, that's into Milan.
words and pictures saying stinker win at Atlanta. Good work, Paddy. Yeah, it's true. Lawrence is laughing at what we were just doing. Nick saying, hopefully we don't start Antonio and Suchik versus Chelsea. Let's hope that he will change something. Henry saying, trust the process is in the bin where it belongs. Absolutely. Matchday Group saying, Arnie needs to win the league this season so we can throw this process thing in the bin. Don't actually want that, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I think we get the idea.
Yeah.
I trust the press. No, he says I trust the process. He means.
I love it.
Nick saying there was someone on a Facebook page comparing Lopetegui to Arteta. Oh, jeez.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Colin's asking Tony, how long is Emerson out for? Who he might be out for a while. I've not heard. I see the injury. You know. Hopefully it's not so bad, but yeah, I haven't heard so far. Maybe let's hope it's not too long. I mean, but is Chris Wall back though? Because he was injured last time. But Nick does say, I just want to say this because it still feels nice to say West Ham won a trophy last year, 2023. Lawrence, since that Chelsea match next week comes on at 7:30 a.m. here in Lexington. I don't like drinking before 9 a.m., but what the hell? That's the way. Especially after you said trust the process as well, Lawrence.
Yeah.
I think you need to drink just a couple of bits more from that point.
Get the bourbon out, Lawrence. Get the bourbon. You know what I mean?
Trust the process. Yeah, exactly. I am 99.9% sure the word process is going to leave me in a straitjacket. Wow.
Ooh.
Well, we look forward to your new show, your next show, Aaron, with you in a straitjacket.
Yeah.
Big up to you. As I said, imagine if Barnsley knocked out United out of the Carabao Cup on Tuesday. Turnout would be termination immediately.
Probably.
I tell you what, I was so tempted to mute the Sky commentary and watch one of your watch-alongs. Was that annoying? Can't sync them up though. Lawrence Watkins, no, don't say that, mate. Thumbs down for this. Yep. Word of Picture says processed football is bad for your health. Yeah, we're seeing too much of that. Paddy's going, using words like, what a delicious shot. Fuck's sake. Nick's saying, technically everyone drinks before 9 a.m. That's the next day. So if you drink the night before, you drink before 9 a.m. This is true.
True.
That's a great comment. Michael Shaw saying the excuses for the Man City defeat will be from Arsenal fan base will mainly be AFTV because they played on Thursday. You just know it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Said that.
definitely.
Said
One for you and for Jez and Anthony. Colin's asking, could you see Haaland getting another hat-trick against your team?
Oh, mate, please.
No.
Oh no, I think we got our defence is just. I think I'm going to stick my neck in the line here right now and say this. I think we got the best defence in the league, so I'm not seeing that happening. The problem we're going to have is we're going to be under so much pressure because we've got no midfield. As it stands, we've got no midfield. So no, I don't see him getting a hat trick, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if he scored one or two.
Yeah.
Well, Henry's asking the question because it's getting into the 2-hour mark. What has everyone on the panel got coming up on the channels this week coming? So we'll start with Jez because it seems like you've got a fully loaded program.
Well, yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow now. Excuse me. On Lee's tomorrow, the weekly podcast. And then after that, I'm going to do a match reaction for the game today against Spurs. And then Wednesday is the weekly chat show with Kenny Ken, Matty, and Lee can't make it this week. He's already told me. So I'll get maybe, I don't know, Anthony, if you want to join us or anybody, talk about the Arsenal and all that dramas. But yeah, so that's coming up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Thursday night we got the Atalanta game. So I'll be doing a watch along for that and all that dramas. And yeah, there we go. And I'll be on a couple of other shows in the week as well.
Good stuff. Anthony, what about you? What you got coming up?
Yeah, Tuesday I'm on League 2 Football Dad's Army. That starts at 7:30 with me, yourself, Toon, and I think McManus is going to be on that show as well. And then obviously Wednesday, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And yeah, I'll set like the invite. I'll most probably jump on Jez's show as well if he's not coming on, so that'd be a great show. And also that'd be it. Oh, sorry, I got the show on Thursday. No, not Thursday because the Champions League. So if you avoid that, and back on the on this show on Sunday night takeaway.
Yeah, we'll get them up for your word and pictures. Yeah, we'll get the links up on there. If it's not Mama Flossie, hopefully Aaron's doing one now at the moment, so he's got on the just upcoming streams. Yep. Thank you very much for doing that, Aaron. Mama Flossie's in there as well. We'll get her to hopefully get the channels up for you as well, where the pictures. Loads are saying breaking Barnsley manager threatened with a sack if you don't beat United.
Imagine if that was a clause for every manager
Thanks,
in
Vincenzo.
the world this season. If you don't beat United, you're sacked. Just everyone getting sacked every week. That'd be hilarious.
And Fuzzy, what you got coming up this week as well, please?
Well, we've got Barnsley on I think Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's Barnsley on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock kickoff. So I've got to do the match preview for that. Probably do that tomorrow night, and then the match reaction following the game that same evening. Then Wednesday, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hopefully, some brownie points to keep me at the ugly section for the week. That'd be nice. But hopefully, you know, Ten Hag doesn't throw me into the dungeons with some absolutely awful football and some scary hours for Man United supporters. After that, then it's Crystal Palace Premier League away, another away day for Man United. So probably a Thursday, Friday sort of match preview for that game as well. and then the match reaction following on that Saturday evening. I think it's Saturday. It might be Sunday, to be fair. Is it a Saturday or a Sunday? 21st Saturday. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Big up, mate. Big up.
Make a nice couple.
I just read that.
What, because we're both bald? Is that
We'd make good doubles in a tennis match.
Yeah. I'll give it a go. I've never played tennis in my life. You know what I mean?
If it doesn't work out with tennis, we can just go to the court across and play some badminton instead.
Now, if it don't work out, mate, we'll just go down the pub.
I second that.
We'll play beer pong instead.
Tony Martina played Chelsea, Areola, Kilman, Tadibo, Aaron Pizzacca, Alvarez, Rodriguez, the pivot, Summerfield, left wing, Paqueta, Salah, Kudos, right wing, Bowen, Ings up front. Not a bad shout, Colin. Yeah, we need to make some changes. Hopefully we do well with that. So it should be good. Yeah, so we've done that one there. Playing at, do you know playing Barnsley? Chelsea as Barrow when we got at Atlanta. I remember February 98, Barnsley knocked out United in an FA Cup 5th round replay. She's laughing there. And also there's the channel there for words and pictures. There you go. There's the channel for me. So you've got Jezzy's one on there and you've had Hot Fuzzes as well. So hopefully you can find them. There you go, word and pictures. Thank you very much. Lawrence is saying, great show. Thank you. Remember, West Ham are massive everywhere we go. Absolutely. So, yeah, for me, going to be on with Football Dad's Army with Anthony and Manus, as he said. And, of course, then on Wednesday, my two esteemed panellists, me, Hot Fuzz and Anthony Herbert with the good, the bad and the ugly, 8:30. We will be covering Scott Predictors, but also we'll be talking about the Arsenal game as well. And what chances they have getting through to the next parts there. It's Pepsi saying there. Big up to William Hooper. How comes Europa League teams are playing the EFL Cup this next week and the USL teams are playing USL this week? Money, as always, I think it is. Did I miss that, Colin? Because I think I missed out his first comment, but I'll come to that.
It's because of fixture congestion.
Yeah.
Ian Rich, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you as well. Good evening. So have a good night, Henry. Time to hit the sheets. Good night, guys. Brilliant stream, Tony, as always. Thank you much, Henry. Double table tennis, beer pong, just like a new game is invented. A new game is invented. Thank you very much, Michael. Same for yourself. Make sure people go and see your channel as well. Beer pong, what was that again? I'm sure I used to play that once. 1,500 cups on one table and also ping it on the table and hopefully goes into the beer. If not, you've got to drink whatever's in it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Strip poker. Yeah. Paddy's always enjoy your weeks, fellas. Seeing as the weekend's nearly over. Same as you as Paddy. Hope you a great one as well. 30 likes. Thanks very much, Pepsi. Appreciate that. Cheer out Rico, yeah, of course, not so good for him from there. Other than that, yeah, it's been a good show. Thanks for the guys on the panel for being with me, and obviously people in the chat as always, brilliant. And last but not least, yes, Nick, good to see you back out, and you've got your place now, which is great. Hope you settle in there and enjoy life at home. Hope it goes well for you as well.
Yeah, big up, Nick. Big up, man.
I just want to say on one thing, Tim. I just want to say thanks for everybody for tuning in and all that. The questions, people in the comments have been great. Remember, Frosty, big up to yourself being a mod. I just want to say a big thank you, obviously to Jess Collins from Arsenal History and more. I had the delivery yesterday, Jess. I had my mug. You're the here it is here. You're the left tit and Tont's the right tit because he's a complete tit, Tont. So that's it. Dude. Yeah. Big up, Jess. Thanks for the mug, mate.
Stay right there. Stay fucking right there. Stay right there. I told you.
Thanks, Aaron.
I've been a lazy bastard, and I haven't got down fucking there. Right, sitting there, right.
Yeah.
They're going out this week, right? I think that.
Thanks, Colin.
You know what I mean? So I know I've been bad. I've been real bad about it, but it is sitting there. It's sitting there. Don't worry.
That's saying, Jez. No, that's all right, mate.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
dying to see this all through the show.
It's gonna like
Cheers,
there's
Will.
one going to you. There's one going to Aaron's little girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just me. I've been a lazy bastard. I haven't got into town to post the bloody things, but I will do it. I'm doing it this week. I'll probably do it Tuesday, right? And when you get it, right? When you get it, I want you to fill that with cider and drink it online. Right?
I will do. Right, shit.
Nice, tits, yeah. Nick saying, thank you. I just got out of hospital waiting for my coccyx surgery. I broke it. I appreciate those words and pictures. Absolutely, yeah. And as always, make sure people in the chat, if you haven't already, people that's been on the panel, people obviously the creators in the chat as well, make sure you go over to see their channels, share, like, and subscribe, and give me a little bit of love. But other than that, we've just got the outro to go with, and that everyone loves the outro. And enjoy your week. Have a good week. No, that's for Wednesday. Leave that out. That's for Wednesday. We only use that for Wednesday.
Have fun.
But,
Great show.
I love what? Lanzarote.
Sounds right.
Other than that, good night all. Take care. God bless.
Mm-hmm.